She-Bag got me.
Tonight.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis. This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Out to his left.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st down, Lance. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To try again after the sack. Lance flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Sanders' kick is good.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Breeze to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man sharp, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete to Sharp.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, that's not just his 1st, not his 2nd, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They go again with Allstott.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Lance going to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Brees going to try and throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brees. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Brees. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line. Now a play fake. Brees. To the right side and complete to Largent. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Here's Peyton up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Brees on third down. That's complete to Largent. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Brees.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Brees. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Counter. Here's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Lance now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lance. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Breeze. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Throw left side, going to be caught by Largent. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 24, Breeze, and he finds Edelman again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Breeze going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 27,
Lance. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lance looks to throw again. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Then on Sunday night, a classic in the NFC East. You never know what can happen when these two get together. Cowboys and Eagles at 8:20 Eastern. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Breeze now. This one into the hands of Largent. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze over the middle. That's caught by Amari Rodgers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Breeze now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers.
And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On play action. Now Breeze. Touchdown! Anthony Fertzer from 4 yards out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance. The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Lance now on first down. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Sanders is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Play action. Breeze. And that's caught. It's Edelman again.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Breeze. He's got his man sharp, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, Breeze again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's complete to Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Lance now on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Lance going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now Lance.
And it's caught.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Knoll taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He'll drop this off to Peyton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Breeze on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Lance.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Lance now to throw.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Lance.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Again, it's Lance. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. To throw, it's Breeze. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 36. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Able to find his target here, Largent.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
You have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a give, it's Peyton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's Lance to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Working from the gun. Lance, he'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance
to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lance.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Well, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Back to throw. Lance, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final try now for Lance. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing